how to be comfy. Hello everybody! Welcome back on my channel. It's been a while. I haven't posted a video in a long time, and I'm going to tell you why. And you're going to think it's an excuse, but it's not. You're going to love it. It's the best excuse you've ever heard. I am creating a show. Yeah. It's not Wimeo, but thank you guys for all your support for that. That was amazing. Didn't make it, which kind of stinks. We can do kind of a YouTube web series, which I'm working on right now. You can guess who the people in it is going to be, but I'm not going to tell you because that's a part of the secret. I went on Twitter and I asked you guys to send me a whole bunch of questions, and I have my computer right there, and I'm going to take it and read some of your questions, and they were great by the looks of it. So let's get into this video. If you had the chance to be a character on MLP, who would it be and why? Oh my gosh, I've wanted this question for so long. I really like that character Sweetie Belle. I think she's absolutely adorable. I'd love to voice her. If you had to be an anime, what would it be? What would it be? Kirby. Yeah, Kirby! What's your favorite cartoon you've worked on outside of My Little Pony? I haven't been in many. I mean, I really enjoy all of them. I can't say that I have one in particular because all the experiences are different and they're all amazing in their own ways. Who are your role models? That's a great question. Thank you, sir. Thanks, bud. I only have one, kind of. And her name is Kristen Wiig. Isn't she beautiful? I recently watched her movie she made with Bill Hader called The Skeleton Twins, and it was phenomenal. If I were to create a movie, I feel that I would make something like that. It just really touches your heart, and it's really serious, as well as being like really funny scenes in there too. So it's kind of like, I guess people have rated it as a dark comedy, but I don't really know what I would call it, but I really loved it. And I love Kristen Wiig, and I look up to her, and if I were on SNL, I'd probably die. And if I got to meet her, I'd probably die. Which character is your favorite in MLP besides Sweetie Belle? Silver Shell. He's my absolute favorite. He's great because his character shows a lot of honesty. How's your day? I woke up and I realized after watching YouTube videos, hey, I haven't made one in a very long time. Maybe I should make one. Thank you for asking. That was nice. Which European country would you like to visit? I've been to a few, and if you want to, you can click right here. There's a whole bunch of videos here that are absolutely crazy. If you just click this, kind of in this area, then it'll lead you to multiple videos. I've been to England, I've been to France, I've been to Italy, and lots of cities in those countries. If I were to go to somewhere next, I would want to go in the Spain regions of areas in the world. I really want to go to Germany. I'd say Germany and Spain are next on my list. What do you personally think would be Sweetie Belle's cutie mark? I don't know. Have you bought any MLP merch for yourself recently? And if so, what might it be? What is your favorite Rainbow Rock song? Haven't watched it yet. Oh my god, there's a cat! Oh my gosh, she's climbing up the wall! Get out of my house! What keeps taking poos in our bocce ball yards? What's your prediction for the hip activity for 2015? Oh my gosh, I think people are gonna do this thing where like people climb gigantic structures, or like they climb trees or really tall places, and then they just take like interesting selfies. It's gonna be like the new plank thing, basically. They're called what? Ha! What cartoon, past and present, would you like to have voice in? I pick KND for the past and Teen Titans for the present. Let's search up what KND is. Kids Next Door? Oh, I know this show! I love their feet! In the past, like for my childhood, I would not have wanted to voice something. I would have wanted to act in something, and it is Lazy Town, my friends. Look at that! Look at that! How cool is that? I want to be the pink like hanging out with a French guy and a whole bunch of puppets. I thought it was amazing, okay? I thought it was amazing. I want to be in it, and I still do. If I were to be voicing on something today, I would say probably just like Family Guy or The Simpsons, because it's so long running, or like the American Dad and those series and stuff. I bet you that the voice actors in The Simpsons want to be on My Little Pony, so ha! What do you like to do in your free time? I don't really know. I just like to make videos, and that's why partially I've always wanted to do like a web series. I've always wanted to write stuff, and I like to practice writing and etc, etc, etc. I'm currently writing, so it's in the very basic stages of it, so don't expect it like next week a web series created just like boom for you, because it's not gonna happen. Also, I'm making a documentary, but that's kind of for school, but it also has to do with not school stuff. This makes no sense. For school purposes, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it on YouTube or not. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with it. I also wanna like create a song and stuff, but I'm not really sure. I don't think people want that. But me and my friend like to sing, and we wanted to create a song, but we don't know if we're gonna put it on YouTube also, so you may never see all this great stuff I create. If you only have one wish, what would you wish for? If I could wish for just one dish, my favorite wish would be more fish! 10 points if you know what that's from. What is your favorite kind of weather? I really like the rain. I like to wear warm clothing. I would want to preferably live in kind of chilly weather. So that's just me. I like coats. Did you audition for Sweetie Belle? Yes, I would have not gotten Sweetie Belle if I didn't audition for her, but I also auditioned for Scootaloo. And apparently they like my Sweetie Belle more, so that's how I kind of got it. Would you rather know when you're gonna die or how? This, oh my gosh, you watch SourceFed. If you want to see the video that this person is talking from, I think, if I'm predicting correctly, you can click here. I'm not really like promoting them or anything, but it's kind of funny. They're really funny people. I don't want to be immortal, but I want to live as long as I can. And if I were gonna die and someone told me I was gonna die of cancer, then you'd be so worried about what things give me cancer, even though you already know what's gonna happen, so you can't really stop it at all. So I'd say the date you know when you're gonna die, because maybe it's gonna be tomorrow. Maybe you should book that skydiving appointment right now, or that entire room full of trampolines right now, or scuba diving lessons right now, instead of later, because then you're already dead. What's your favorite genre of music? I like music from musicals, if that's a genre. Show tunes. Do you hang out with Andrew Lippman outside of recording lines for the show? You're both the perfect duo. Sometimes we'll have dinners, like where a whole bunch of voice actors are invited to places, I guess, or like kind of management parties and stuff, and you get invited to those and you kind of bump into people and you see them and stuff like that. But no, I don't really invite her over to have tea and stuff, if that's what you're wondering. So, do you voice in My Little Pony? That's a great question. No one's ever asked me that before, because usually they know. It's Sweetie Belle. Did you enjoy hanging out with the Taiwan bronies, and would you ever want to go back to Taiwan? Yes, I would want to go back to Taiwan. It is the coolest place ever. My friend and I didn't want to be put on YouTube because it was kind of like our own trip, and I wasn't really talking about anything you guys would care about. And I'm sorry that I did film you bronies there, and it was really awesome. If you want the footage, I put it on Instagram, because I know that some of you follow me on Instagram that I met there. You guys were amazing, and I am so glad that we could do that. I'm still working on my Chinese. It's really rusty. What did you think was your favorite moment from Rainbow Rocks? Thank you so much for the questions, you guys, today. It was amazing. I really am grateful for all of you asking me questions. Stay tuned for my very, very highly possible, still in the writing stages of a web series for YouTube. Maybe it could go further. I don't know. I'm 15. I don't know these things. No one really cares about Instagram. They only care about Twitter. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're right there if you want to click them. We'll say this 20 times and I'll say it 20 more. Thank you so much for watching. Okay. Bye. Love you. Yeah. Woo!